Folks, welcome into Degenerate Danger Zone. It is Monday, April 12th, and it's time to get that free money. I'm your host, Ty B. We got Degenerate Al and some guy named Steve here. An interesting slate. No early baseball games all evening tonight, boys. And the Masters just wrapped up yesterday. A huge hit by Maniac Degenerate Al hitting on Hideki Matsuyama.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the first times in my life I've hit a future like that of, as you saw in those tickets, started off getting them at 40-1. Then his odds dropped to 50-1. So the day of the Masters or the night before, I bet, $10 for 510 on Hideki Matsuyama. He was a guy I bet last year to finish like top 5, top 10 in the first, second round. He's always consistent. Maniac called it. He's always been a very consistent golfer there. And to be honest, though, Xander Schauffele. That's the talk. That triple bogey on 16. Xander probably wins that thing.
He had all the momentum. The momentum.
He had 4 straight birdies. And I honestly thought going into yesterday that Matsuyama had to shoot at least even or 1 under to win that thing. He shot +1 and still won. Yeah. I can't believe it, honestly. I really can't.
No, absolutely. But tons of money coming in on Hideki Matsuyama thanks to Maniac and yourself there, Degenerate now. So that's why you guys got to be tuning into Trainwreck shows. You never know when the free money is going to be coming. But let's get into the slate here tonight. Steve, how about you start it off?
All right, so my first pick today, I'm looking baseball, and I'm going where I don't normally go. I'm taking the Marlins Braves under 8.5. I usually don't like taking unders with the Braves because they're a great offense. But Sandy Alcantara is on the mound for the Marlins, and he's probably their best pitcher, if not one of their best young pitchers. 2 games this year, he's given up 2 runs. He struck out 17. He's faced 2 good offenses, the Cardinals and the Rays. So he can handle good offenses. And the Marlins, they got good young pitchers. Their bats stink. They absolutely stink. They've scored 4 runs or less in 7 of 8 games this year. And 5 of those games, they've scored 2 runs or less. Marlins aren't going to score runs. And I think Sandy Alcantara is a good enough pitcher to kind of, keep the Braves bats at ease. I just like the under 8.5 here.
Yep, I think that's a very good play there. I'm going to look at this Texas Rangers, Tampa Bay Rays game. You got Tyler Glasnow going for the Rays. That's why I'm going to take him there on that run line, -1.5, about, -115, -110, around in that range. You look at the Texas Rangers, and they started the season very well. They're hitting the ball phenomenally, but they've regressed after getting swept there by the San Diego Padres, and they were shut out in 2 of those games. They're struggling now to hit the ball. Nate Lau had a great start to the season. He's already got 14 RBIs, but most of that damage was done in that first series of the season, and he carried that into that Blue Jays series a little bit with some of his power, but it's kind of fallen off, and it has for most of that team. I think the Rays here, -1.5, is a great play. Al, what's your first pick?
I love that play, Tybee. I'm on Rays money line, -205. That's what I got that in today. I'm going to move over to the NHL. There's some lines I definitely like out here. Parlay fodder, as our Meerkat would say. Avalanche in regulation. Come on, add it into anything. They're -205. Come on, they are just destroying teams right now. And Vegas has been playing better too. They're starting to bounce back, but I'm actually on the Kings tonight at home. Vegas is coming off a 1-0 win at home. They're going to LA tonight. I got the Kings +1.5. You can get that at -175.
Love that play there, Al. What else you got for me, Steve?
So my second play, I'm actually going with a 2-team baseball parlay, and I'm going on with you guys with Glasnow and the Rays. I love Tyler Glasnow. I think he has the stuff to be one of the best pitchers in MLB if he limits the walks, and he's shown that. And the Rays are -210. I'm also putting the Yankees in at -200. I'm sorry about that, Ty. I just think Garrett Cole against Robbie Ray, it's too much of an advantage. I think -200 is a fair number for Garrett Cole, and normally Yankee lines are inflated. I'm just going to take the Rays and the Yankees money line straight up together. It's +130. I really like the pitching advantage for both teams.
And Steve, like you said, you had Cole. What was it? Opening day against the Ryu was what, -180?
Well, and that's the thing. It's like Robbie, we haven't seen him pitch in a while, and he's wildly inconsistent. Robbie Ray could go 7 scoreless, or he could get thrown out after 2 innings, giving up 6 runs and walking 5 guys. So
that's what I'm saying.
I'm just going to take Garrett Cole.
Great play.
No, yeah, Robbie Ray was incredible in spring training, but obviously falling down the stairs, picking up a freak injury like that, you never know how someone's going to bounce back. But he is a guy that I think you keep an eye on long term. because he could really step up in that Jays rotation. I'm not gonna say to bet on the Jays, but plus 165 sounds pretty nice to me. But for me here, I'm looking at the Toronto Maple Leafs minus 150. They're 9-0-1 in their last 10, where the Canadians have hit a bit of a speed bump here. I think dropped 4 of their last 5. Toronto has surged to get back to the top of that North Division. They're scoring, over 3 goals per game their last 10. I think you're going to continue to see that output. I think they're trying to get themselves to peak. You see them make the move for Nick Foligno. You go and you make some of these other additions. You get David Rittich to solidify your goaltender position, because Freddie Anderson's been so inconsistent, but Jack Campbell as a backup's been phenomenal. So, we'll see how they go down the stretch here. But shout out Donnie. The Dart did take the Jays today. We're riding with the Jays. I don't know. You guys are a little bit crazy to go against the Dart. But Al, what else you got tonight?
So I'm going after a play here. Back to the NHL, Red Wings Hurricanes. What was it, 2 nights ago? I believe the Red Wings upset the Carolina Hurricanes in a shootout. I'm rolling with the Hurricanes tonight. You know how I love doing that. One game's way over. The next night I'm going under. This is one of those things where Hurricanes killed my parlay 2 nights ago. I'm going with them minus 1.5 in Carolina tonight. You can get that at minus 137. And Thursday, RBC Heritage is back. Golf is back after the Masters. Webb Simpson won it last year. He's the favorite at 8-1. I love Colin Morikawa at 20-1 odds. 20-1 odds. So that's all I'm saying. It's an early pick for me right there for the RBC Heritage on Thursday.
I like that. Steve, you got anything else for me?
So my favorite play of the night comes in the NBA, and it's kind of the bounce back narrative as well. I'm taking the Denver Nuggets minus 4.5 against the Warriors. A number of reasons. The Nuggets were on fire since they acquired Aaron Gordon. They hadn't lost a game, and then they ran into a buzzsaw in the fourth quarter against the Celtics last game. I think they scored 8 points, gave up 31. I think it was a 31-3 run for the Celtics at one point. The Nuggets are a good team. Warriors are without Oubre. They're without Wiseman. They have no one to match up with Jokic. I think the Nuggets bounce back great. And since they acquired Aaron Gordon, they look like a championship caliber team. I'm not going to overreact to the meltdown versus Celtics. I think they come out and they kill the Warriors.
Are we talking to Meerkat right now or Steve?
Well, I know. I was going to say, I was like, I go against the Dart, so now I got to give Meerkat a little love, right?
All right. That's fair.
Absolutely. That works. My last play of the night, I'm going with the Chicago Blackhawks. They're taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. They were 5-2 against them already this year. And then Columbus goes out. They trade their captain, Nick Foligno. And then their top defenseman, Zach Werenski's gone down with an injury. So, yeah, I'd love Chicago in this one. That line's been moving heavily towards the Blackhawks, opened around 120 or so, now sitting at 137 at the Creek. I think the Blackhawks are free money today. Columbus has nothing left to play for. I think they're done playing for Torts. I think Line A is going to be done in Columbus, and I think this is the end of their run here. They're going to have to start rebuilding, boys.
Love the play. Love the play. And you're just rolling. What this year, 5-2 against them. And they trade that's a fantastic play at only minus 137 on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
So love that.
No, so make sure you guys continue to stay tuned at Degenerate Zone on Twitter. We're going to have tons more content all the time regarding gambling, especially the Dart. Make sure you go check out those videos and tons more stuff. You can find Al over at it's Alex Shoop, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't need to say that.
Search Degenerate Al and you'll find him.
That's true.
At Ty Buffalo, and we got what is it? Richie Stevenson.
Some guy named Steve.
Steve, make sure you sauce him a follow, because even when he's not on DDZ, he's throwing out a ton of locks. Saw him get hot last week on Wednesday. What was it, 12-1 or something like that?
Yeah, I had a really good day on Wednesday, and then I pissed it away on Xander Schauffele and the Masters. That was a tough one. 16 was a tough one. But
yeah. That'll happen to the best of us. But again, make sure you guys stay tuned for more. We're going to be coming with pretty much daily episodes of DDZ throughout the week and weekend, giving you more free money. We only got 3 words left here, Degenerate Al. Good night now.